Good afternoon. I just got out of bed. I wanted to yap this little story to y'all. This is one of my favorite manifestation stories of mine. So, there was this one day that me, Finch, and Logan took Logan's twin, Ashton, to Fairhope because he goes to college there. And that day, I was curious. I was testing my manifestation powers, and I was in the face of two skeptics, Logan and Finch. And so that day I was like, today, I'm not going to pick anything crazy. I'm just going to pick something that I know that I will see. And that thing was a football. And so all day on the ride there, I was looking at billboards, I was looking, in shop windows, I was looking everywhere for a football. Even, scrolling through Instagram Reels or whatever, I was looking for a football, and I wasn't seeing it. But I knew I was going to see a football. And I don't know what made me pick a football, but football was what it was. I'll also add, that morning, I wanted a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant. And, I really just wanted a croissant. I just wanted a croissant, and I wrote croissant on my arm. I'll throw the picture on here. So I wrote croissant on my arm, and I was looking for a football. And so we were walking around Fairhope, waiting for Ashton to get off school, just killing time, just looking around different stores and walking around. And there was this one way, like this one little street, and we were like, should we walk down that way? Yeah, let's walk down that way, yeah. And so we walked down that way, and then we were just walking a little bit, and Logan was like, Gus, stop. And I was like, what? And he's like, look. Do you see it? And I was like, see what? He was like, look. And I was like, the football. There it is. It was a sign that said welcome. And it was a football. Like, it was just so peculiar, too, because, of all the shapes that the sign could have been, it was a football. It was really like, welcome to your new life. Because I was trying to prove that manifestation works in the face of two skeptics. And so it's like, welcome. And it was awesome. And they're like, whoa, the football, there it is. They're like, all right, I want to manifest something. They're like, I'm going to see a lady with a baby stroller. And I was like, okay, all right. And so, we go to this little coffee shop. And I ordered this sandwich. It was like a club sandwich. And then, the lady brought it out and set it down. And what do you know? It's a croissant. It didn't even say on the menu that it was going to be a croissant. It just surprised me. And I completely forgot that I wrote croissant on my arm until she set down the plate and it was a croissant. And I was like, wait a minute, y'all. Y'all are going to believe this. Croissant. Yeah, I wrote this on my arm because I didn't want to forget that I wanted a croissant. And here it is. And then right after that, a lady with a baby stroller walks in. And they were like, yo. I think there was something else that they also were trying to manifest, but I think the thing about that is they were like trying to prove that it wasn't real. They were like, yeah, I'm not going to see this. And they were right. That's the difference between, I forgot what the other thing that they were trying to look for that they never saw was, but I feel like they were trying to prove that it didn't work. And that's why it didn't work. Because if you're looking for green, you're going to see green. And You know, this is just one of my favorite manifestation stories. The football. Every once in a while, I'll be scrolling through my camera roll and I just see the picture of me with this football. And it just makes me so happy. And just because that day, in the face of 2 skeptics, I manifested a football. And a croissant. Let's not forget the croissant. The croissant was fire. Because I just wrote it on my arm and completely forgot about it. That's just like me planting a seed in the corner of the room and forgetting about it and coming back, and then it's a big plant. And I just want to get on here and yap this little story real quick. Peace. I wanted to get on here and add this little tidbit because I think it's important. Obviously, we manifest all day, every day, and I wasn't really trying to prove them that manifesting itself works. I was trying to prove to them that being the conscious, deliberate creator of your reality it works, you know? Like, I decided that I was going to see a football, and I decided if you can decide in earnest what it is that you want, and you can decide what it is and when it is that you want it, and have faith without shadow of a doubt that you will get it, there's nothing you can't achieve. If you believe it, you can achieve it. I'm out. Also, if you like this video, I'll make more. If you didn't like this video, I'm still gonna make more. Because I have 1,000 of these stories, and they're all equally as awesome. So, yeah. How I manifested a football. Well, it's not really how. The day I manifested a football. Yeah. I'm out.